Hey, how you doing everybody? My name is CherryBoy. Welcome to Ascendant Hearts, our brand new series. Now this game looked very interesting from the screenshots and such. So let's get started. Just check the options real quick. Blah 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 blah. Let's start. Are you lonely? I want to be your friend. Won't you be my friend? I'll see you soon, my friend. What was that about? I wake up slowly. My head hurts. What happened? I squint at the bright sunlight and ease myself up. I'm in some sort of town square. This place isn't familiar at all. I rub my head. The last thing I remember is nothing. Where was I before this? Where am I from? Something tells me this town isn't it, but fuzzy thoughts make it difficult to focus. I look around for someone who can tell me what happened, but the area is empty, deserted. It sends a shiver through me. Hello? I guess my name is Hayato. My voice shatters the silence. No one answers. The town is as quiet as if it's been abandoned. I can't shake the feeling that something strange is going on. Something growls behind me. I stiffen and whirl around. Whoa! Wolves. What are these? One lunges forward and snaps at my leg. I jump back in the back of my mind. A tiny voice whispered that there should be some sort of dramatic music. Great, I'm not only being attacked. I'm cracking up. As I stare at the monsters, I can't help but think that this feels less like a wild animal attack than a video game battle, but it doesn't matter. Either way, I don't know how to fight them. As the second one prepares to lunge, I flee. The monsters give chase as I race across the square. Up ahead, two more jump out from between buildings. I lift my hands to shield my face as all four monsters close in on me at once. Get down! The sudden voice startles me, but I obey. I drop to the ground. Heat brushes my skin as the air above me explodes in fire. Ah! When the fire fades, the monsters are gone. Only ashes remain. I lift my head and stare in shock at the young woman who approaches me. Hey, are you alright? I won't call my current condition alright. I'm lost, confused. I just got attacked by monsters, and I might have amnesia. On the other hand, I'm physically unharmed, and that's probably what she means. Yes, you came just in time. What were you doing out here alone? I'm not sure. I woke up by the fountain. What were those monsters anyway, and how did you defeat them? Was that magic? You're not from around here. I nod, although her flat tone makes it clear if it's a statement, not a question. It must be obvious I'm a stranger here. Come on, welcome to Lightshire. My name is Shiori. I'll show you around. Thank you, I'm Hayato. As we head through the town square, people emerge from their homes. Some look upset or annoyed, but not nearly as shaken as they should be for people whose town was just attacked by monsters. Did they know the monsters were coming? Oh, of course. We all saw the flash. Flash? The flash of light that signals a monster attack. Only adventurers ready to fight go out. Only adventurers ready to fight go out when they see the flash. Oh. Anyway, the inn is over there. You'll probably want to stop in soon, although it can wait a bit since you said you're fine. Wait, what does that have to do with the inn? If I was hurt, wouldn't I go to the hospital or something? She stops walking and turns to face me with a puzzled expression. You really aren't from around here. Where do you live? I don't know. She looks skeptical, and I don't blame her. I can't remember anything before I woke up by the water fountain a few minutes ago. Oh, well, we'll figure it out eventually. On second thought, that is not nearly as much skepticism as someone should show towards a stranger who woke up in a town with no memory of how he got there. We will? Of course, that's how these things always work. What things? But for now, it sounds like I better start with the basics. Follow me. Still confused, I follow her as she marches into the inn. Alrighty. This is the inn. It doubles as a tavern. If you need a meal or a place to sleep, this is where you'll want to be. Normal so far. A rest at the inn also heals your wounds, so you should also come here if you're injured. And normalcy disappears. Why? Why what? Why does sleeping at an inn heal wounds? Why wouldn't it? Because you'd need medical attention? Aren't there hospitals? Oh yes, hospitals are used for illnesses. Why can't an inn heal sick people? Why would they? We're going in circles. It makes as much sense as injuries healing when you sleep at an inn. Do you just like to argue or something? Before I can protest, a soft voice interrupts us. Do you come from a place where inns don't heal you? The newcomer stares at me in fascination. Shiori looks like she thinks I'm crazy. Yes, I think so. That's weird. No wonder you're so out of sorts. If you come from such a backward place, the inns don't even heal you. But inns, hotels, they don't. Why would... You can't just sleep off major injuries. Wow. Relax. No. Relax. Here, inns work the way they're supposed to. They heal everything except illnesses. Oh, and they can't revive the dead. I should hope not. Let's go. I glance at the other girl, who gives me a confused shrug, and then I follow my guide back outside. Alrighty then. Looks like this is going pretty fast. Over there is the church. Come on. Alrighty then. The church. What do you do here? Pray? Worship? What else would you do in a church? In this town, I half expected an answer like, you go to the church to save your progress, or something equally ridiculous. Remember, when you pray, God reflects upon your life, and thereby record your deeds forever. So I was right. The thought doesn't come from me. This isn't real life. It's an RPG. Am I dreaming? Why can't I remember anything about my real life except that this isn't it? Of course you can pray anywhere. It doesn't have to be in a church. Okay. You look distressed. Did God smite your family and now you're on a crusade against the heavens? What? No! Calm down. It was just a guess. Something is seriously wrong with this girl. Who meets a stranger and calmly guesses they're out to kill God? Ask about God, pretend to understand. I understand what you're talking about. I have nothing against God. Alright, if you say so. Seriously though, why was that her immediate guess? There are still a few more places you should see. Many people sell their wares here. There are 2 shops in particular you should keep in mind. The equipment shop sells weapons and armor, and the alchemist sells potions. Potions. Healing potions, mana potions, etc. Did you just say mana? Yes, if you're a mage like me, mana is critical. Or mana. I feel dizzy. I'm in an RPG. What happened? Has virtual reality come this far? Do you want to buy anything now? No, I'm good. Are you sure? She reaches out and grabs a fistful of my shirt. Hey! This seems pretty flimsy. Starter gear, if I had to guess. Is it a money problem? I suppose I can buy you some equipment, just this once, to help you out. Starter gear? Equipment? I stare at her. She sighs. Wait here. She disappears into the equipment shop and returns a few minutes later with clothes folded over her arm. She holds them out to me. This should provide a little more protection. You brought me clothes? Don't read too much into it. I just want to help you get a good start. But how do you know if they'll even fit me? What are you talking about? When you buy gear at the equipment store, it fits. Put it on and find out. Outside? Why not? She's joking, right? She wants me to change clothes out in the open, in front of her and any random villagers who happen to walk by? I have a little more dignity than that. I look around for something I can stand behind. Don't tell me you don't know how to equip gear. Are you sure I didn't do it inside? I shouldn't do it inside? What's the matter with you? Some adventurers changed their gear in the middle of a dungeon. Well, she insists. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? With an embarrassed shrug, I start to take off my shirt, but an exaggerated groan from SHIORI makes me freeze. Honestly, even most new adventurers don't unequip all their gear first. Do you know how complicated that could end up being? You want me to put on these clothes without taking mine off? Any adventurer can replace their equipped gear like that. All the strange things she said finally come together in my mind. Wait a minute. You're talking like I'm an adventurer too. I don't want to fight monsters. Oh, you rather sit around and let other people solve your problems? What if you get caught in another monster attack? I won't always be there to save you, you know? If you don't learn a thing or two, you'll end up dead. But I glance around at the townspeople who hid in their homes when the monsters came. SHIORI must realize what I'm thinking, because her enraged expression deepens. They live here. You don't. If you want to live here, you need a job. The easiest way to earn money is through adventuring. Most of the people here took on at least a few quests to get started, and don't you at least want the ability to defend yourself? You're at such a low level. Quests? Level? This must be a weird dream. I might as well enjoy it while it lasts. In the morning, I'll wake up to whatever my real life is. I've always liked video games, so why not make the most of this dream? Alright, I'll become an adventurer. Finally! So since you're low level, I'll fight with you until you're strong enough to handle the monsters yourself. You're really lucky to be here, you know. Imagine if you woke up in high water to the north. The monsters around there are vicious. Aren't people born there? How do they become adventurers? With a lot of difficulty and pain. Great. Ready to equip your gear? Although it feels stupid, I attempt to put on the clothes she handed me. Not only does it fit perfectly, but my own clothes seem to vanish. Great. Great. I look around in confusion, but my old clothes are nowhere to be seen. They must be somewhere. Let's go grab a few simple quests. Wait. I give up on my search and hurry after her as she heads through the town square. Alrighty then. The building she leads me to is crowded. Adventurers stand everywhere talking and practicing their skills. Welcome to the Town Hall. This is where adventurers train their skills, accept basic quests, and turn in completed quests. Also, if you ever want to know more about the world or join a guild, the Town Hall is the place to ask questions. She walks to a large signboard on one side of the room, notices, and scraps of paper cover it. These are quests. Yep, you can get quests from people in town too, but minor ones are posted here. Fetch quests, monster bounties, and so on. Did you say fetch quests? Yep, like this. She snatches a scrap of paper from the board. The innkeeper needs 4 baskets of blueberries to make pie for this weekend. Now that we've accepted the quest, we can go out, get the blueberries, and bring them back for our reward. It's called a fetch quest. My video game dream is self-aware. What next? Level grinding? She takes 2 more notices from the board. Here's a bounty for 10 whammers. 10... what? Whammers. They're a type of monster. This other quest is a request for 5 whammer pelts, so we can get these at the same time. This is good. Quests like these will make it easier for you to earn experience without grinding. These people do know about level grinding. I shouldn't be surprised. This is my dream, after all. If I thought about it, of course it exists in the dream world. Is this lucid dreaming? Like the song I've heard about? But I was never able to do it before. Once she selects a couple more quests and explains them, my mind wanders. What else do I have control of in this world? Can I change the weather, teleport? She mentioned level grinding after I thought about it. Maybe I can get her to bring up fast travel. Fast travel, fast travel, fast travel, fast travel. Why are you staring at me like that? It's rude. Is there any way to travel from place to place quicker than walking? Yes, they're called horses. Faster than that, I meant. Dr. Takizawa might be working on a faster method of transportation, but there's nothing available to the people yet, as far as I know. Never mind then. Maybe I can only do it subconsciously. Ready to head out? Shouldn't I get a weapon first? You don't even have a weapon? Nothing at all? Fine, let's go. Go to the equipment store and buy something you think you can fight with. I reach into my pockets and hope that my subconscious, despite not providing me with a weapon or knowledge about combat, gave me a wallet. No such luck. Oh, I don't have any money. I'll pay, but just this once. You better pay me back as soon as you get enough money from fighting monsters. I will. She walks with me to the equipment shop. Under her impatient stare, I select a sword that is neither too unwieldy nor too expensive. She pays, shoves it into my hands, and leads me back outside. I stare at the sword. It feels strange and unfamiliar. Am I really going to do this? Oh man. What's wrong? That clueless look on your face. We better stock up on potions. I'll be right back. She marches into the alchemist shop and returns a few minutes later with several healing potions. Here. She hands them to me, with the sword still in my hands. It's difficult to hold the glass potion bottles. When I finally have them, I hold as still as possible. I don't dare to move, or they'll fall everywhere. What are you doing? Put those in your inventory. My inventory, right. How do I do that again? Seriously? Just put them in your inventory. Next you'll be asking me how to breathe. I stare at her in disbelief. Do I really have a magical inventory I can put these potions in? Is that where my clothes went? She scowls at me for a moment and then takes the potions from me. One by one, she takes them and they disappear. How did you do that? I put them in my inventory. Would you show me how? Really? This is the sort of thing you should ask your parents about. Memory of my parents are fuzzy and faint in my mind. But I'm pretty sure they're not in this world, and would stare at me in utter bewilderment if I asked them how to open an inventory. At best, they'd think I wanted to manage a store. Are you ready to fight or not? Oh, right, sure. I glance at the sword in my hands. If I need to put it in my inventory, you should equip that. Belt it around my waist, strap it on my back. Let's go, Kirito style. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I've always wanted to dramatically whip a sword from my back and charge into battle. I swing the sheathed sword over my shoulder and attempt to attach it. That's how you're going to carry it? Can't I? Go ahead. I fumble with the sheathed straps. You won't be able to draw from that position, though. Putting the sheath around your waist will be better. Oh, yeah, right. Then why did you let me try? She shrugs but seems amused. Great, now she's having fun at my expense. With a sigh, I position the sheath at my waist like she recommended and practice reaching for my sword. Reasonable enough. Step 1, complete. I have a weapon within reach. The tricky part comes next. Wow, that's green. Just outside of town, a grassy plain extends in all directions. To our north, it means a dark line of trees. In the east, jagged mountain peaks stretch high into the sky. It looks peaceful, normal, like something I'd see back home. Then a winged monster soars overhead and ruins the feeling. Caw! Whoa! Don't worry, they won't attack you unless you intentionally aggro them. For now, let's stick to these guys. Hey, these are whammers. Why are they called that? Walk up to one of them. A little hesitant, I eye the whammers. They're monsters, but they're kinda cute. They don't look very fast or strong, so it's probably safe. I take a few tentative steps towards the closest one. Immediately, its body compresses, and then it flies towards me like a rubber ball and slams into my chest. With the air knocked out of me, I gasp and backpedal. Wham! Wham! You don't have to look so pleased with yourself. You did ask. A practical demonstration wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Now it's time to get your revenge. Jump in for a basic attack. I draw out my sword, but hesitate. My hands fit nicely around the hilt, but the blade's unfamiliar weight makes me feel awkward. Worse, I can't help but realize the Whammer only attacked me when I approached it. Now that I'm at a safe distance, it ignores me again. They bounce around happily together, like doggoos or slimes. Are you sure we have to fight these things? Now you're feeling sorry for the monsters? This is so innocent. I don't want to kill them. Ugh, will you get a grip? Don't think of it as killing. They respawn just like we do. If you kill these Whammers, they'll lose any item they had and be set back a bit. That's all. Really? They don't die? I can't believe you don't know something so basic. How did you even get here? I don't know. I told you. I can't remember anything before waking up by the fountain. Oh, right. Memory loss. Ugh. I'm sorry? Amnesia is so cliche. I didn't lose my memory on purpose. Sure. Okay. For a basic attack, just swing your sword at one of the Whammers. Are you okay with it? Now that you'll know they'll respawn, I nod and raise my sword. It still feels wrong to hurt something so cute, but I remind myself that if was an RPG, I kill my way through hordes of these things without any qualms. With that in mind, I run forward and attack the Whammer! It recoils as my sword strikes it, then bounces toward me. I remember the last attack and jump out of the way. Evasion! Nice! She lifts her hands and a fireball appears. It crashes into the Whammers with much more force than my attack had. When the smoke clears, they're gone. One pelt, a potion, and a pile of gold lies on the ground. The pelt I understand, but those monsters had items and gold? She gathers up my rewards and gives me a withering stare. Of course, they kept them in their inventories, which is more than I can say for some people. Go, try another basic attack. I'm slightly more confident this time, although she still defeats the Whammers in a single blow after I make my attempts. All the same, she seems pleased. You're doing well. Now follow me. The blueberry bushes are this way. Ooh, CG. Nice. I don't have a voice to give her, really. Maybe like Beatrice? When we reach the blueberry bushes, she crouches and begins gathering them. I want to help, but I still haven't figured out my inventory. Maybe... I haven't done a simple quest like this in a while. It's nice. I remember picking berries when I was a new adventurer. You're so much stronger than me. That's because you're new at this, and the amnesia makes it worse. Even beginning adventurers know the basics. I'm sorry. You can make it up to me by helping pick these blueberries. But Oh, you don't know how to use an inventory. I forgot. She sighs and beckons me closer. I step closer to her. She plucks a handful of berries from the nearest bush and holds them out. I accept them, but like with the potions, I don't know what to do except hold them uselessly. She scans me up and down while I fidget, and then she nods. Wait a minute. Yep. Put them in your pockets. Excuse me? Inventory is very based on your clothing. Your pockets seem like your best bet. I can't see this ending anywhere except with blueberry stains all over my pants. I'm not shoving berries in my pocket. Oh, yes you are. Nope. If you don't, I'll do it for you. One look into her eyes convinces me she isn't bluffing. With a sigh, I put the handful of blueberries into my pocket and brace myself for them to be squished into a horrible, mushy mess. It doesn't happen, though. I cautiously look down at my pants. They're fine. I reach into my pocket and pull out an intact blueberry. I return it just as easily. My pockets don't have nearly that much room. They've apparently become portals to another dimension. The dimension of monster girls, maybe. Shiori bursts out laughing. What's so funny? Your face! You look so shocked! The blueberries. How? Where are they? They're in your inventory now. But that doesn't make any sense! She groans and fixes me with an irritated stare. Even when you learn how to do something, you have to confuse matters by questioning it. Explaining things to you is infuriating. Why bother trying if you don't want me to? No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm grateful for your help, I really am. But you've done so much. Fighting weak monsters and collecting blueberries can't help you a lot, and my questions annoy you, so why form a party with me? You could have sent me out here alone. Especially if it's so frustrating for her to deal with me. But I don't say that out loud. For a few minutes, she gathers blueberries in silence. I help, even though it still feels strange to me. Maybe she isn't going to answer. Then at last, she sighs. When I was new, it would have meant the world to me if someone helped me out. No one did? No, I learned everything on my own. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. It made me who I am. You, on the other hand, will be doomed if I sent you out on your own. I opened my mouth to protest, but she's probably right. Instead, I watch quietly as she continues to collect blueberries. At last, she straightens. That should be enough. Ready to face the whammers again? Lead the way. And now it's night. We fight several groups of whammers as the day wears on. My awkwardness fades, and soon I feel comfortable with the sword. I also feel different, in a way I can't quite explain. When we get back to town, you can use your skill point. My what? This amnesia is really annoying. You're telling me. Each time we fought, you gained experience. Since you're new, fighting whammers was enough for you to easily level up. That's why we fought so many. For a little bit of level grinding means I know about grinding. You do? Great. Maybe your memories are returning. No, I've just played old RPGs. I keep that thought to myself. After that last battle, you've earned enough experience to gain a skill point, which you can spend to learn a special skill. It'll be something else you can do in battle aside from your basic attacks. She looks up at the skies, where stars twinkle softly above us. Stronger monsters come out at night. We should probably go home. Probably should go home. Alright. This still feels strange, but I'm starting to enjoy it. Part of me doesn't want this dream to ever end. Great. When we get back, we return to the town hall. We'll turn in our quests here, but first, why don't you learn your first skill? Oh. Over here, she leads me to a corner of the room filled with wooden training dummies. Next to the arena, a man sits at a table with a thick folder in front of him. Talk to him to exchange your skill point for technique. A little uncertain, I approach the table. I like to, use my skill point.
Here! Oh, no. Here, which skill would you like?
He pulls a sheet of paper from the folder and passes it across the table to me. It's a list of combat skills, with level requirements listed next to them. When I fought the whammers, I couldn't help but wish I was better at protecting myself from their attacks. I looked through the low-level defensive skills. What does shield do? That should be good for you. It lets you temporarily raise your defenses against physical attacks. Although it'll cost you mana to use it.
Is that what you'd like to spend your skill point on?
I returned the list to him. Yes, I want to learn shield. Good choice. You strike me as a tank. I don't bother to question why this world notes RPG terms like tank. I'm just going to have to go with the flow here. He opens his folder, pulls out a paper labeled shield, and hands it to me. It looks like instructions on how to channel mana into my defense. His folder is filled with pages about other skills. Some probably the most advanced techniques. Have entire booklets.
Good luck. Thank you for your business.
He closes the folder and looks down at the table, so I assume he's done with me. He must have taken my skill point, somehow. Why question dream logic? Now what, do I practice against the dummies? You can if you want, but it's fine to wait for a real battle. I'll wait. After all the battles I fought earlier, I'm too tired to practice right now. Besides, the instructions don't seem too complicated. I should be able to figure out when I try it. Okay. She leads me to a desk at the far end of the room. According to the sign above it, this is where quests are turned in. Here are the quests we completed today. She passes the notices from the board, along with the pellets, blueberries, and other fetch quest materials across the desk to the receptionist. You're in a party? That's right. Conversation ceases as adventurers turn to stare at us. The town hall falls silent for a moment, but then the silence gives way to whispers.
Shiori's in a party! Look, he must be her party member!
I look around in bewilderment. Did we do something wrong? Aren't parties common? Here are your quest rewards. I hope you know what you're doing. I take my share of the rewards with more than a little confusion. It's mainly gold, although I feel like I've earned more experience for turning in these quests too. Thank you. Despite her polite words, her tone is clipped and angry. Or thank you, I guess. And thank you for your concern. We know exactly what we're doing. Maybe you do, but does he?
I'm adventuring. I'm clueless.
I'm adventuring. I'm an adventurer now. So I did some quests. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? And your party member, you really don't know? Know what? My confusion prompts a new flurry of whispers and murmurs across the gathered adventurers. Shiori scowls and spins round. People scatter as she marches towards the door, and I hurry after her. Alright, that seemed like a good place to stop for now. We'll find out the rest next time. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this and would like to see more, please hit that like button and comment down below. And please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, as that will be epically appreciated of you. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. As always, my name is CherryBoy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!